Hello, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing your monthly reading for our Capricorns for the month of April 2017. So super excited for you this month. I apologize for these being later than normal. As many of you know, I'm moving to Maui, and in the process of that, I have had to sell my house, put my house on the market, all of that kind of stuff, and had a birthday mixed in there. So lots of different things going on that just delayed things, and I always trust that you receive this information exactly when you need it, and so we're just going forward as we go. So let's get started. I am going to do your theme for the month. We are going to draw some additional cards to get a little bit more guidance around what's happening for you this month, and then we're focusing on health. So this will be your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health that we'll be using Archangel Raphael deck to bring forth more information around that. And then your bonus video, feng shui video this month, is about decluttering. So I'm going to give you some feng shui tips for clearing the clutter in your house. So super fun. I'm excited to get going. So let's get started. We've got 5 of Fire coming up for you guys. This is your theme for the month of April. So fire cards are all about passion and action. And this 5 of Fire card, I always feel like is like split energy. So you have too many different things going on at once, and it's making it very, very difficult for you to focus and to accomplish what you need to do, okay? So you've got to let some stuff go. That's one piece of it. The other thing this 5 of Fire is about is conflicts with others. So oftentimes we get, if you've ever read Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth, he talks about our pain bodies and how our pain body gets interacting with other people's pain bodies, and then we get these arguments and things going, right? So it feels like your pain body is a little bit more active in the month of April, and it's just something to be aware of and to see if you can, like when you feel yourself getting into conflict with someone, step back, walk out of the room, go to the bathroom, breathe, right? Number one, breathe. And then also reconnect with who you really are. At a core level, no matter who this person is that you're having a conflict with, you would love each other. Like you're all one, and we're all one, we're all connected, which sounds so cliche, but we are all connected. And so on a soul level, there's probably something that you're meant to learn about yourself through this interaction with the other person. And if you can get yourself back grounded, breathing, and feel your emotions that are coming up, because typically it's not really about them. It's something that, you know, maybe you pulled in from your past, maybe something that you experienced before, and this person is like bringing it up in your face now, right? So it's really important for you to feel that emotion. And there's just a lot of little details. So as many things that you can let go of that are not serving you. So that decluttering thing is going to be really important this month, but also letting go of tasks and things that don't light you up. So you've got your split energy. Focus on just, they're telling me one main thing and perhaps 2 other side things. So one main thing is going to be your focus in the month of April, and then maybe doing a little bit of work on 2 other things. The rest of it needs to be put on a back burner. We call it I belong to a Feng Shui Institute of the Midwest, the board, and we talk about putting things in the parking lot. So put those other things in the parking lot, right? So that you're not having to worry about or concern yourself with them right now. Okay, so let's see what else we have going for you guys. And as you can imagine, with me moving out of Minnesota, I have lots of people that want to connect with me before I go. I also have had a number of feng shui clients that I do feng shui remotely. So I do work with people on both coasts and all over, actually, around feng shui. So that can be done remotely, but there's a few people here in Minnesota that wanted me to actually physically come to their home before I leave. And so I've had a lot of extra appointments as well. So it's just one of those things, you balance the things, and I do what I can do. So, which is another, it's so funny that I'm feeling like I need to explain why these videos are later than normal. It's only a couple days late, like not a big deal, right? Okay, so we've got 10 of air coming in for you guys. Ten of Air. Air cards are all about the head, the intellect. And this is about, kind of coming out of the forest. It's the end of a difficult situation. A big piece for you guys is embracing change, okay? So some people are not great with change. They just don't like it. They like things to be the same. It feels comfortable. It feels certain, right? They are just really wanting you. The angels are coming in and wanting you to embrace this change because it's good, right? It's good stuff. So don't get back into your old kind of bad old habits and patterns of, sometimes we get into a place where we get out of our bodies by complaining or getting caught up in drama. That's a big one. You'll notice this when you're not in drama. You will notice this in other people, where some people just thrive on drama. Like the more drama that's going on in their life, the better they feel. And it's partly because that helps them feel alive, but it also helps them escape their feelings and their emotions and the things that they don't want to deal with, okay? So those drama people, that's just another way. Like some people lose themselves in social media. Other people, hole up in a book, right? I mean, there's all kinds of different ways to try to escape. And that's just one of the things. They don't want you to fall back into your old habits and patterns of escaping your life. Embrace the change. Be fully present for it, okay? Be fully present for it. The other thing, and you can expect, of course, because, the end of a difficult situation, things are going to get better now. So yay, right? We like that. We like that a lot. The other piece that comes in around this is recovering from addictions. So again, those addictions can be like social media. It can be drama. It can be complaining. It can be even, eating or different things like that. Food is obviously can be an addiction for a lot of people. Sugar, definitely one that I've had to deal with for sure. And of course drugs and alcohol and all the rest of it. But so recovering from that in the month of April. Three of Earth is coming in for you guys, and this Earth cards are all about how you make your money and what you need to do to be here on Earth, right? This I always feel like is about creativity and collaboration. So if you think of three people, it's about multiple people or groups or teams collaborating. So this is going to be in your best and highest interest this month to do collaborations, to work with others. And you will see some rewards for that. So getting some recognition for your work, for being that team player, all of that kind of stuff. But the important piece around this is bringing your creativity into the mix, okay? The team isn't as whole if everyone doesn't bring their gifts and talents to it. And yours is creativity, coming up with creative new ideas, different ways to do things, right? That's a beautiful gift that you have as a Capricorn. All right. And then we have the High Priestess. Archangel Haniel is coming in. And this is about listening to your intuition, okay? So we all have, you've heard me talk about this many times probably, or if this is your first video with me, maybe not. We all have a whole team of angels and guides that are there to help us. They are constantly giving us information to keep us or to direct us to the path and the purpose that we came here for. So we get in our heads a lot and we think we know what we are meant to be doing. We think we know what's best and what the outcome should be, right? We don't. So please let go of that and listen to your intuition, follow the guidance that you're getting, and have a little patience around things, right? The timing is not up to you. The timing is up to the universe and lining that all up, okay? And the outcome, the specific outcome is, yes, we co-create, and sometimes there's a much more beautiful outcome than we can even fathom. So why would you restrict and limit yourself with being so attached to a specific outcome? Don't do that, okay? Be open to the intuition, the guidance that's coming in. And then of course, like really think about what you want. What is it you really want before you take action, okay? Super important. Let's see what we've got for the health line of things. So this is going to be healing around physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Can be one or all of these things, and you guys are part of this reading as well. So you also are getting guidance at the same time I'm sharing information with you. They're feeding you information at the same time, your team is. Okay, so pay attention. I really hope that you guys have a pen and paper handy when you're watching the reading, because there's information that's coming to you at the same time. All right, we've got forgiveness heals. So this is a biggie. It's been a big theme coming into a lot of my readings over the last couple of months, and in particular I do the deep dive readings, and so in particular in the deep dive readings we're getting a lot of practice with that, and I've got a little practice, kind of a forgiveness process that I created. I took some ideas from different, from a lot of different systems and practices and kind of combine them into my own thing, right? So I have sort of this forgiveness process to work through, and that's been something that's been coming up. So forgiveness does heal, and it's not about the other person. It has nothing to do with them. It's about healing yourself, right? So when you go through the forgiveness, forgiving others in your life, and sometimes you do have to forgive yourself because we're really, really hard on ourselves. So that is also part of this. When you go through that forgiveness, then you're able to heal and move on. And in a number of different ways. So forgiveness can affect your physical body, of course. Mental, emotional, spiritual. That forgiveness really helps in all levels to heal you and to heal what ails you. So that's what they're pushing you to do this month. And then we've got avoid allergens. So some of you are having some allergies coming up, and of course it's springtime, that type of thing. But there's some things that your body just can no longer tolerate. For me, like I could eat gluten all day long years ago. I do feel like it probably did affect me. Like I feel like it caused me more bloating and things like that. But other than that, like I was fine. Like I could eat it and it was fine. Now I can't, and same thing with dairy. Doesn't really work with my system anymore. And so just paying attention to and asking for guidance about identifying what it is that your body can no longer tolerate, okay? So it can even be skincare products. I switched to all natural products a while ago, and just because your skin is your biggest organ, and whatever you put on your skin absorbs into your body. So doesn't it make sense to make sure that you have things that are not toxic that you're putting on your body? So that could be something for some of you as well. And then it is about craving those, healthful things, foods, beverages, things like that, that are good for you. Okay. We've got the increased energy card. So this is a bonus for you guys this month, in the month of April. You do have increased energy coming in, and you can ask Archangel Raphael for help with that. So if you ever feel like lower energy at different times, you can ask. Please, help infuse me with divine light and divine energy so that I can accomplish the tasks that I need to do, whatever you want to say around the words with that, okay? So asking for that increased energy is going to be helpful. All right, that's what I've got for you for the month of April. Stay tuned for the next video. It will immediately start playing after this one, and it's your quick feng shui tips for decluttering. Much love to you. Hello, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing your feng shui tips for the month of April 2017. Today, our topic is clutter, and there's a number of reasons that I was called to choose this as a topic for the month. As many of you know, it's springtime in a lot of areas of the world, and so that tends to get people decluttering. The other shift, we've got the spring coming in. We had a new moon at the end of March, as well as a portal opening that same time, which is calling us to let go of things that are no longer serving us so that we can move forward, so that we can do the things that we came here to do. So, feng shui, in feng shui, clutter is not our friend, okay? And we've talked about this a little bit. If you've watched my videos before, you know that this year is the year of the fire monkey, or I'm sorry, the fire rooster. We had the monkey last year. Fire rooster this year, and the rooster does not tolerate clutter. So that's another energy that we've got going on here as well. But in feng shui, clutter represents stuck energy, Okay, so if you have areas in your home, a couple of areas in your home that are very cluttered, I would encourage you to take a look at the Bagua and see what area is drawing the most clutter and how is that affecting your life. Okay, because it does affect your life. Everything is energy. So like this bell is energy, this book is energy. Everything in your space carries an energy to it. Okay, that's one of the basic principles of feng shui, is that everything is energy. So things in your space are either lifting you up, right, raising your vibration, helping you vibrate at a higher level, or they're dragging you down, right? They're draining you, okay? So that's one of the things clutter can do, is have you feeling drained. Maybe you're feeling that you don't have as much energy as you'd like, or you're like, I can't clear this clutter because I don't even have the energy to do it, right? So today I'm going to give you a few tips around that. So first of all, though, I want to share with you some of the things that clutter can cause within your life. Things that I see when I'm doing feng shui consults with people and they have clutter in their spaces. So clutter can cause clouded vision, right? When you have a whole bunch of stuff on your desk, it's really hard to focus on what you need to be doing, right? So it clouds your vision, and it causes you having difficulty focusing. It can also relate to you feeling overwhelmed. So if there's a lot of stuff around, that gives you that feeling of being overwhelmed as well. It can cause relationship issues. It can cause weight gain, like you can be heavier. If you have a lot of clutter in your space, that may cause you to be heavier, right? It can cause fatigue, make you feel tired, make you feel depressed. There's health issues that can be related to clutter and having a lot of clutter. Lost opportunities, certainly. And then, of course, financial difficulties as well. So there's a lot of different things that clutter can cause in your life that are not very fun, right? So that's why I really want to give you this opportunity to do just some quick tips to share what you can do to shift the energy. So number one, I have this little bell, right? When you have a space that is cluttered and you cannot seem to get motivated to clear it, or perhaps it's maybe even your son's room or something like that, you can ring a bell over the space. What does the bell do? So bells help stir up energy. They can clear energy as well. So I use sound when I do my space clearings. I use smoke and sound, so I do use bells for that, not this particular bell, but ringing a bell over the space helps kind of clear the energy. It also helps you make decisions, okay? So when back in my prior life, I used to buy gold and silver. And we used to do these parties, and every time that we would calculate how much the people were getting for their gold and silver, we would ring a bell. We would tell them the amount, and we would ring a bell. Not this kind of bell, but we did like an office bell, right? Ding, 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 ding. And it not only created excitement, of course, because then every time somebody heard the bell, they were like, who's getting money and how much are you getting? But it also helped the person make a decision, right, about whether they wanted to accept that, whether they wanted to keep some things, what they wanted to do around that. So bells help with a lot of different things. So that would be my first tip, is ringing a bell over the clutter. The second thing that you can do, another option that you can do along with that, is to spend 9 minutes a day. So it sounds like it's not very much time, right? But everyone has 9 minutes. And you'd be surprised how much you can get done in 9 minutes. You just set a little timer on your phone, or set the timer on your stove or whatever for 9 minutes every day, and just pick a spot and clear. It could be a junk drawer. It could be an area on your counter, anything. Spend 9 days to clear that clutter. Another option is to remove 9 things every day, okay? So what's with the 9? People are always asking about why 9? So 9 is a lucky number. In Feng Shui, it's the last number before they repeat, right? But it's also about reaching new heights. So it's about, like, getting to that next level. And so that 9 is has a good energy to it, and it is about completion. So when we are doing clutter clearing, we're wanting to be letting go of things that no longer serve us, right? And so that is a good way to do that. So 9 things every day. Find 9 things in your home every day that you no longer love, you no longer use, you no longer want, and get them out of the house, right? My advice always to my feng shui clients is, if you don't love it, like if it doesn't spark joy, and I'm going to explain where that spark joy comes from, but if you don't love it, if it doesn't spark joy, let it go. Okay, there's someone else that needs that. There's someone else that it will bring joy to, and it's holding you back. It's like you're carrying all of this stuff with you, right? So the last thing that I want to share with you is this wonderful book, and obviously I'm not paid or anything to share this. I just have found that this book is amazing for helping myself, not only myself, but also my clients, clear the clutter out of their house once and for all. I'm just going to hold that up for you. So it's The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. Let's see if I can, there. Yeah, you can see both of us. It's The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. It's by Marie Kondo, Kondo. And she's got 2 versions. This is the first version that I would recommend. She has a second book out as well, and then you can see kind of her picture on the back there. But this book, I've just found that the way that she does this really syncs up well with feng shui, because it's about feeling the energy of the things in your space. So she literally has you pick up each item and feel it. Does this spark joy? If it sparks joy, you keep it. If it doesn't, you let it go. So it's really more about the things that you are keeping rather than what you are letting go. So that is what I have for you. I guess it's not a super quick tip, but I had several different things that I wanted to share with you. If you want more around the Marie Kondo system, I'm going to share kind of my tips around that and a little deeper dive in the deep dive reading. So you'll get that. And then the last thing is that it's my birthday, or it was my birthday on March 31st. So I've been called to offer a birthday special on my private readings. Not only private readings, but also a few other things that I do, my life navigation sessions, my space whispering, as well as my virtual feng shui consults. So I'm offering a discount that I've never offered before. Like, I've never given this big a discount. So if you've been wanting to work with me or try some private work with me, this would be a great opportunity to do that. I'm offering 31% off these services, and all you have to do is use the code birthday, and when you put in birthday, it will automatically take that 31% off, so you can get to experience me at a lower rate for the month of April. So all through the month of April till the end of April. For now, relax, have fun, and enjoy your month. Much love to you.